to the Virgo Potens YouTube channel. If you enjoy this video, I invite you to visit the Virgo Potens website at virgopotens.org. Virgo Potens has articles, traditional Latin Mass resources, transcribed sermons, prayers in English and Latin, narrated videos of the Dolorous Passion of our Lord Jesus Christ by Blessed Anne Catherine Emmerich, and a spiritual warfare page. I offer the content on the website and YouTube channel for free, but this work is a full-time apostolate, and your support is needed. Please prayerfully consider supporting my work by praying for me, becoming a patron of Virgo Potens on Patreon, and/or by purchasing one of my ebooks. If you'd prefer to give me a one-time contribution, I suggest that you do so by buying one of my ebooks. Links to my ebooks, as well as to Patreon, can be found at virgopotens.org. May the Virgin Most Powerful guide and protect you. The Glorious Virgin Delivers a Woman from the Devil by St. Bridget of Sweden. The following Virgo Potens production is a narrated video of chapters 16 to 17 from Book 1 of Prophecies and Revelations by St. Bridget of Sweden, narrated by Tony Capobianco. The text, Prophecies and Revelations by St. Bridget, is in the public domain. All of the pictures used in this video are also in the public domain. Prophecies and Revelations by St. Bridget of Sweden, Chapter 16, about how the bride perceived a saint speaking to God about a woman who was being horribly tormented by the devil, and who was later delivered from him through the prayers of the glorious Virgin Mary. The bride saw a saint speaking to God, saying, "Why is the soul of this woman so afflicted by the devil when you have redeemed her by your blood?" The devil replied instantly and said, "Because she is mine by right." Then our Lord said, "With what right is she yours?" The devil answered, "There are two ways. One leads to the kingdom of heaven, and the other to hell." When she saw these two ways, her conscience and reason told her that she should choose my way. And since she had a free will for choosing the way that she wanted, it seemed to her more beneficial to turn her will toward committing sin, and so she began to walk on my way. Therefore, I deceived her with 3 sins, namely gluttony, love of money, and sensuality. Consequently, I now dwell in her belly and in her nature, and I hold her with 5 hands. With the first hand I hold her eyes, so she will not see spiritual things. With my second hand I hold her hands, so she will not do any good deeds. With the third hand I hold her feet, so she will not walk to that which is good. With the fourth hand I hold her reason and understanding, so she will not be ashamed to sin. And with the 5th hand I hold her heart, so she will not return to the right way through remorse and penance. Then the Blessed Virgin Mary said to her dear Son, "My beloved Son, compel him to tell the truth about the things I want to ask him." The Son said, "You are my mother, you are the Queen of Heaven, and the Mother of Mercy. You are the consolation of the souls in purgatory, and the joy of those who make their way in the world. You are the mistress of the angels, and the most holy before God, and you are also in authority over the devil. Therefore, command this devil what you want, and he will answer you." Then the Holy Virgin Mary asked the devil, saying, "Tell me, devil, what intention had this woman before she entered the church?" The devil answered her, "She had an intention to abstain from sin." Then the Virgin Mary said to the devil, "Since the will that she previously had led her to hell, tell me now, where does the will that she presently has lead her, namely, her will to abstain from sin?" The devil answered reluctantly, "This will of abstaining from sin leads her towards heaven." Then the Virgin Mary said, "Because you accepted that it was your just right to lead her away from the way of the Holy Church because of her former will to sin, then it is now right and just that her present will shall lead her back to the Church and to the mercy of God. But now, devil, I will ask you another question. Tell me, what intention does she have in her present state of conscience?" The devil answered, She has remorse in her mind for the things she has done, and great sadness, and resolves to never again commit such sins, but wants to amend as much as she is able. Then the Virgin Mary asked the devil, "Tell me, could these three sins, namely sensuality, gluttony, and greed, exist together in a heart at the same time as the three good deeds of remorse, sorrow, and the resolution to improve oneself?" The devil answered, "No." The Holy Virgin Mary then said, "Therefore, tell me, which of these should flee and vanish from her heart, the three virtues or the three vices and sins? For you are saying that they cannot occupy the same heart or place together." The devil said, "I say that the sins must give way." Then the Virgin Mary answered, "Therefore, the way to hell is closed to her, and the way to the kingdom of heaven is open." Now the Holy Virgin Mary asked the devil further, "Tell me, if a robber was waiting outside the house of the bride and wanted to rob and rape her, what should the bridegroom do?" The devil answered, "If the bridegroom is good and noble-minded, he should defend her and risk his life for her life." The Virgin Mary then said, "You are the wicked robber, and the soul is my son's bride, for he redeemed her with his own blood. You violated and seized her by force. But since my son is the bridegroom of the soul and Lord over you, then it is right for you to flee from him." Explanation: This woman was a harlot. She wanted to return to the world because the devil tormented her day and night, so much so that he visibly pressed down her eyes and, in the sight of many, dragged her out of bed. Saint Bridget then said openly in the presence and hearing of many trustworthy men, "Move away, devil, for you have troubled and occupied this creature of God enough." After she had said this, the woman laid a half-hour as if dead with her eyes to the ground, and then she got up and said, "In truth, I saw the devil going out through the window in the most hideous of shapes, and I heard a voice saying to me, 'You are in truth liberated from the devil, woman.'" From that moment on, this woman was delivered from all impatience and suffering and was no longer tormented by impure thoughts, and then she died a good death. Chapter 17. The words of our Lord Jesus Christ to his bride, wherein he compares a sinner to three things, namely, an eagle, a fowler, and a fighting man. I am Jesus Christ who am speaking with you. I was in the womb of the Virgin as true God and true man, but was none the less with the Father and controlled and ruled all things, although I was in the Virgin. The most wretched enemy of mine is like three things. First, he is like an eagle that flies in the air while other birds fly under it. Second, he is like a fowler that gently blows and plays on a pipe plastered with glue, causing the birds to be enchanted by his tunes so that they may fly toward the pipe and get stuck in the glue. Third, he is like a fighting man who is first in every battle. He is like an eagle because in his pride he cannot tolerate anyone being over him, and he injures everyone he can reach with his claws of malice. Therefore, I will cut off the wings of his violence and pride. I will remove his malice from the earth and give him over to the unquenchable boiling kettle, which is the suffering of hell, where he will be tormented without end if he does not better himself. He is also like a fowler because he attracts everyone to himself with sweet words and promises, so that anyone who comes to him gets caught in damnation and perdition and can never escape from it. Therefore, the birds of hell shall destroy his eyes, so that he will never see my glory, but only the eternal darkness of hell. They shall cut off his ears, so that he will not hear the words of my mouth. They shall inflict him with pain and bitterness from the feet to the head, so that he will endure as many torments as the number of men he led to damnation. He is also like a fighting man who is first in all evil, not willing to give way to anybody, but determined to press everyone down. Therefore, he shall be first in every torment, his suffering shall always be renewed, and his lament will never end. However, my mercy stands ready for him as long as his soul is with the body. Explanation: This man was a very powerful knight who hated the church and the priesthood greatly and inflicted it with insulting words. The previous revelation is about him, as well as the following. The Son of God says, "O worldly knight, ask the wise about what happened to prideful Haman, who despised my people. Did he not die shamefully and with great disgrace? Likewise, does this man scoff at me and my friends? Just as the people of Israel did not mourn Haman's death, so will my friends not mourn this man's death. But he will die a most bitter death if he does not better himself. This is what happened to him." End of chapters 16 to 17 from Book 1 of Prophecies and Revelations by St. Bridget of Sweden. This video has been narrated by Tony Capobianco. Find more videos on the prophecies and revelations of St. Bridget of Sweden on the Virgo Potens YouTube channel, as well as on the Virgo Potens website, which can be found at virgopotens.org. Thank you for watching this Virgo Potens production. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and please consider subscribing to this channel.